bike lanes. Does the whole world like bike lanes? Seems that everybody in Canada should. But before we get on to that, please donate, subscribe, so you can hear more of Brian Lilley from the Toronto Sun talk about bike lanes. It seems that maybe Rob Ford, the mayor of Toronto, was right before when he said the bureaucracy has a war on cars. And it's an insidious thing. There used to be 1 or 2 roads with bike lanes. That's great. Then we get around. And now, not only in Toronto, but Vancouver, other urban centers around Canada, they're saying more and more bike lanes. Screw the cars.
Stephen, this is something that is a Toronto issue that I hear about from across the country. People will write to me from Calgary, from Vancouver, from Ottawa, from Halifax, and say, thank you for talking about this. This is happening in my city. And
right.
Look, I live
and they come to Toronto and they know they can't get around.
Well, so I live not far from Yonge and Bloor. There are bike lanes in one of the busiest roadways in the city that block everything. They've taken Bloor from 4 lanes down to 2 thanks to bike lanes.
And so now they're doing Yonge Street, or they've done Yonge Street, and now they're doing Avenue Road, and the emergency vehicles can't get through.
And you can talk to people in any part of the country, and they'll tell you the same thing. And so, when Premier Ford was answering questions about the idea that they would say, you know what, you need to show me data that this won't stop traffic, that this won't cause a problem. People wrote to me and said, thank you for talking about this. This is happening in my city. Across the country, this is happening.
You don't need data. Stand there for 5 minutes and you can see.
We are basically, in Toronto, I don't know about everywhere else, but in Toronto, we are subsidizing Uber, Eats, and DoorDash for their delivery guys to get to your place quicker, to get you your butter chicken. That's what this is all about, because it's not average citizens. Like, Yonge north of Bloor, emergency vehicles, we're talking ambulances, we're talking fire trucks, we're talking police vehicles, all of them get bottlenecked. Why? Because they've taken 4 lanes down to 2. There's an overpass with a train station. All of that is shut down. This is a major issue. It is a safety issue, and this is the same thing happening across the country.
So, what should people across the country do aside from trying to not vote for the NDP?
Well, they should reach out to their local municipal official. They should reach out to their provincial official, because right now the Ontario government is looking to step in and say, you know what, we need rules on this so that you are not blocking major arteries.
So maybe that's a rule of governance, that we need more provincial governments getting involved in the city matters, because municipalities are taken over by the NDP.
They're taken over by activists.
Oh, activists. That's sort of like progressives.
Yeah.
Like our Prime Minister.
And the NDP, yes.
Brian Lilley, always fabulous. Thank you very much. 3 minutes. To those of you who have subscribed and donated, a heartfelt thank you. You're keeping us on the air. If you're watching and you haven't, please try to do so, because 4 years ago we started this show because there needed to be independent analysis. Now more than ever, with the Online Harms Act, once that gets into law, it's been passed once by the House, there are going to be hundreds of bureaucrats censoring the news in Canada, censoring this show. We need to keep it on the air. Thanks for your support.